Okay, so I just want to talk a little bit about Bray Wyatt and John Cena, and how Bray Wyatt pretty much buried John Cena. It makes me very mad that John Cena once again buried a talent in WWE. Just flat out buried him. Um, this feud was ongoing for like really ever since the Royal Rumble, because that's when Bray Wyatt first attacked John. So this feud has been going on for the better part of 2014. And how does it end up? It ends up with a new guy, the new talent, who many people like, who has a lot of talent, losing. And of course, John Cena prevails. It just pisses me off, the guys that he has buried. Three of my favorite people, and maybe not favorite, top like three, but three guys I really liked in the company, being Ziggler, Sandow, and Wyatt, that he's now buried in like the past year, or a little bit over a year actually, because his feud with Ziggler was end of 2012, beginning of 2013. So he's now buried. Three of my favorite guys in the company. He didn't even put Cesaro over. Didn't he make Cesaro tap out at Elimination Chamber to the STF? I believe he did. I believe he made him tap out. He beat him on Raw in a one-on-one match. He beat the Real Americans in a one-on-one or a two-on-one handicap match. I remember when he came back from injury at Hell in the Cell. He never lost a singles match unless it was to Randy Orton. It took him like, I'm not even joking, like I think it was a long time. It was months. It took him months to lose a singles match unless it was to Randy Orton when he came back. Months, I remember. And I think even when he came back, like he never even lost, even in like even when he was in like tag team action and handicap action facing the Real Americans in 2-on-1 handicap match. I remember he was winning like every fucking match, So it just goes on and on and on. And if he doesn't beat the guy, it'll be like, like obvious that the guy that beat him cheated, or did some dirty thing and cheated to get a win, for example. I mean, Bray Wyatt beat him once, but like Cena had the match won like 20 fucking times, and then one of the Wyatt family members interfered, and it was just such a fucking, I enjoyed the match, but Cena was about to win like 20 times. I mean, it was ridiculous. Can he put somebody legitimately over, please? Yeah, he put Bryan over, and the one thing about that was Cena's elbow was hurt, so they sort of used that, but I still consider that a clean win. It was a clean win in my eyes, and I consider that a clean win, and he cleanly put Bryan over. That's what I look at it as. So I give credit there for WWE for putting Bryan over. But like Punk in 2000, what was that, 12, where he had his title run and he was feuding with Cena. Cena couldn't even put him over. Cena should have just put him over at Raw 1000, and then you could have, had Cena, I don't know, Punk attack Cena or something like that. I don't know, you could still had Punk turn heel, but do something like we just put Punk over clean on Cena. Or if you don't want to do it at Raw 1000, do it at Night of Champions or another pay-per-view that was after Raw 1000. I mean, Cena just does not put anybody over. I remember Punk talking in one of his promos, there's a glass ceiling in WWE, and no matter how good you are, you're not allowed to go above that glass ceiling. No matter how good of a wrestler or a talker you are, you're not allowed to go above a glass ceiling. I believe he said that in his promo. Actually, I'm positive he said it on a promo, first Raw 2013 when The Rock returned. And that is true. Very few. I'm talking, I could count on my hand how many people Cena has put over clean, probably. As he was, when he was a face of the company and the top guy. Now in 2002 or 3 when he was just getting in WWE. Like, the amount of people he's put over is very small. clean. You know, it's not good. You know how he won't put anybody over. You know, he's just gonna be face of the company. He's been face of the company forever, and since he won't put anybody over, Vince McMahon won't tell him to put anybody over. Nobody else becomes a big star. Nobody else is like, you know, looked at as, you know, as big as John Cena. Even I look at a guy like CM Punk is below Cena in terms of, you know, spots and high up in WWE, not in talent or whatever. But like Cena's like the top guy. He's the guy doing all the Make-A-Wish shit, all, you know, doing all this, you know, publicized how great he is working with Make-A-Wish. And I'm not bashing Make-A-Wish or anything, but when they use it as a publicity stunt to make it look like Cena's great, it's bullshit. Because when Bryan did his Make-A-Wish with this Connor kid, I think it was, nothing on the Raw or anything. I think they put something on the website. They didn't even, I don't even think they put anything on the website. They put something, you know, somebody posted a YouTube video online. It was a nice little thing. And then he died. Connor died like a month ago. And WWE did make a tribute, but they didn't even put it anywhere, I don't think. I found it on somebody's YouTube account, and yeah, it was very nice. And Cena's Make-A-Wishes are nice too. But the difference is they publicize Cena's Make-A-Wishes. You think Cena does the Make-A-Wishes on his own? No. WWE tells him to do it and approves him of doing it. If Bryan wanted to do 300 Make-A-Wishes or whatever, they wouldn't let him do it because he has other shit to do. You get what I'm saying? And so, you know, this whole thing, they just try to portray Cena as this great guy, you know, this hero, when he's the opposite, where when we all pretty much hate him. He's getting a ton of boos. And you know, they always say, oh, Cena draws the biggest reaction out of anybody. You know, well, I was thinking, what if we just give him no reaction? You know? I don't know, I was just thinking, but then I guess he'll get all cheers from the 9-year-olds, so I guess that's not a great idea. But yeah, they're like, oh, it's a mixed reaction, but that's, you know, they turn that in, you know, when there's mostly boos. You know, clearly, when there's clearly mostly boos from the crowd, the announcers would go, and a great reaction from John Cena. He really evokes emotion out of the WWE universe. I'm like, why don't you just say they're all booing him? I mean, I hate when they do that. When they just deny reality. It's like saying, you know, it's raining outside, and you look outside, and you know, Vince McMahon's like, oh, it's a sunny day outside. It's, you know, if it's like, you know, just flat out lying to reality, you know, about reality. So I just tell John Cena buries everybody. Nobody else is really, you know, given a chance. And even Bryan, I mean, he beats Cena, but then he loses right after. And you know, it's like, come on. And then the guy who Cena loses to cleanly is Orton. Really? Fucking Orton, who fucking sucks? I mean, that just makes no sense. But, you know, at least Bryan went on to become champion at WrestleMania and shit. I'm not bashing, you know, Cena on this. It's Vince McMahon who decides who goes over who. And Cena actually seems like a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. Respects people, respects his fans, respects people who aren't his fans, respects everybody. I've never seen him be mean to a fan like Punk has. And he's an all-around nice guy, it seems. So, there's my rant on John Cena and his, burying of other people and, you know, his Superman fucking retarded gimmick. So there you go.